Hello everybody, it's me, ProComputer17, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to assemble a broken 4x4 Rubik's Cube. Alright, so first I organized everything. These two sets of pieces that go inside the cube, which make the assembly of a 4x4 harder. These are the middle pieces, these are the corner pieces, this is the core, and these are the center pieces. Okay, so the first step, we're going to need all of these yellow middle pieces and the core. So let's take all of these yellow pieces and we're just going to build the outer layer of the first face. Now that we have those, now we're going to take these corner pieces that have yellow and we're going to start connecting all these sides together. Done, we have to put the core in. So just pick one side, and they're all really floppy, so you have to be kind of careful on this. Take one side off, and put this side in, and you're gonna close it once it's in. Like that. So now it's inside, and now we can line it up a little bit, and then now we can start putting in these pieces. So if you move to the side, actually for this step we can take this out and we can put it back in the end. So we can take this side and we can put these pieces in, but if you just put them in normally, they'll just fall into the core, which would mean that we would need this piece in the middle so it can stick on. So let's take all of these out, like that, and let's put them in. Alright, the next step is probably the trickiest step in the whole cube. You have to take 4 of these pieces, and you have to put them in on top of these pieces right here. So how you do it is, there's this tiny lip part, and that goes on top of it. And you just put them in, and I have them a little slid off, so once I'm done, I can just slide it right back over. Alright, after you put all those tiny pieces in, you have to slowly put these center caps in, which will stabilize this whole middle row. And as you're doing it, we can take these pieces and put them around, and we can do the whole second layer just like that. Alright. And for all, just use tape, because it'll still be very unstable if you don't have a magnetic cube. Alright, last face. And then this final side. And there we go. Now this is pretty sturdy now, and don't be like too physical with this because you know there's still an empty place in the center of the bottom. So now we can move on to the next step. Alright, for the next step you're going to need 8 of those tiny brackets and 4 of those medium bracket size. And now you're going to take these, all 4 of these, and put them in between all of these center caps. this part will make it so that the whole inside of the cube will be sturdy. And it will be kind of tight, so you have to be very careful. Now you have to take these tiny pieces and put them around the mole. Alright, so now once we're done putting all of those pieces in here, the next step is to take these center caps and these all and put them over these, and to put these middle pieces around on the corners. So now let's do that. Alright, so I started it up a little bit, so we just keep on doing this around the whole cube. Alright, the final piece is right there. Alright, so now that we have that all in, we can move on to the next step. Alright, now the next step is to create the last layer. Alright, the next step is to take a section of our last layer and get one of these pieces, one of these inside pieces, and we're going to pull this top flap up, and we're just going to put this piece in like so. And then we're going to take one of these tiny flaps and have this lip part facing down and slide it in. This is going to take a little bit of practice, so if you just don't force it or else the whole cube will pop. So just slowly put it in. And there we go. Now that piece is in, we can get another section of these two, get a middle piece, and put this in. But before we put that tiny lip piece in, we have to put one more piece. And this lip piece might fall off when you're putting that in, but just pick that up before you put anything in and just slide it back in. There we go. Now we'll take this and slide that in. And before we put the lip piece in, take one of these center pieces, put it in on the edge like that, and just twist it in like so. And then take one of these lip pieces, and that center piece will stabilize it, so you can just easily slide this lip in. And we just keep on doing this around the whole cube. So first, take these two in, and this is probably going to be the most frustrating part also, because a lot of stuff can fall into the middle, but just tip it over, take it out, and try again. So keep the cube like this, and you can just put these in like that. And now we have this tiny gap, and we're going to take one lip at first and place it in there, and then we have to hold that in, take the other lip and place it in with the red. So like that. And then we have to take this piece, put the middle piece in, and we have to slide that in. Like that. And now that that piece is in, you can shake it to see if there's any inside pieces, and there isn't. So now we can move on to the top. Alright, your final step should look like that. You should have 4 of those center pieces, and you should have 4 of those lip pieces. So what we have to do now is we're just going to take apart this one section so we can put in those lip pieces with the centers. So just take these out. Just take half of the top layer out. Just this part. So you should have 5 of these and 2 of the big pieces. And now, here you're going to want to take 2 of these lip brackets, put them in those sides. But just first put in 1, and then you have to do 1 centerpiece in there. Alright, now that we have that in, take one of these pieces and put that in to the back. Alright, now that we put that piece in, take the next lip bracket and put that in on this side, like that, and just go around the whole cube doing that. And there we go. You can move a little bit, shake the cube just in case you can hear if there's any loose pieces inside. And there isn't, and the cube moves perfectly fine. And there you go. There is a perfectly good 4x4 Rubik's Cube.